Powerful winds made the fires of the past week so devastating, and people who study wildfires closely say many parts of the Bay Area are vulnerable to the same type of catastrophe. KPIX 5's Phil Mateer joins us now live from the Oakland Hills. Phil?
That's right, Veronica. This was the site of what had been the worst fire the Bay Area had seen, but that has all been usurped by what we're seeing in the wine country. But some of the conditions that were in the wine country are right here in the Bay Area and are ready to go off. Here's the story.
We live in a fire environment. You know, California is called the Golden State. I call it the Pyro State.
Professor Scott Stevens studies wildfires at UC Berkeley, and he says that the potential for fires the size of the wine country have been a fact of life in California for thousands of years.
In some ways, it's inevitable. I hate to say it, but it's really, really sad. We can do some things, though, to make it better.
And while it was high winds that made the fires so deadly, many of the same conditions exist throughout the Bay Area.
The Diablo winds have been around a long time, but we're just more in harm's way now.
Why are we more in harm's way?
Just the way we built, and we continue to build at Lafayette, Orinda, you know, El Cerrito, down to the south.
The speed of this fire really
Contra Costa County Fire Marshal Robert Marshall agrees.
We could certainly have an event like that in several areas within not only our county, but the other 9 Bay Area counties.
We keep building in these areas, and that continues. This puts us at risk.
This, however, was the first time that a fire jumped and drove right into the heart of an urban area, as it did in Santa Rosa.
This is going to change things in a lot of ways.
One issue is that urban subdivisions aren't built under the same rules as homes in wildland areas, which have stricter provisions about wildfires. But as we've seen, high winds can still send incendiary sparks flying over a mile. So a neighborhood like this might look safe, but it could be in danger?
It absolutely could be.
But we can take some actions which reduce the risk. We're never going to take it to zero.
And part of that is because we keep coming to California, and we keep building, and we keep going further and further into areas where fires can start. And if that wind hits hard, well, all bets are off. Veronica?
Well, let's talk about reducing risk for a second. Phil, did you speak with anyone who had suggestions for changes in order to reduce the risk of fire danger?
Well, part of it is more vegetation control. Another part is possibly changing building materials to be more aware of the fact that these embers are starting to travel a mile or two in a high wind. But a lot of it has to do with the fact that this is a fact of life in California. And so we have to be ready and willing to help our neighbors when something like this strikes. That's as key as anything else.
We have to be prepared.
In Oakland Fire Hills, Phil Mateer, back to you.